Welcome to an overview of the Crump Transaction Center. Crump's digital platform designed to support your business from lead generation through policy placement. To access the Transaction Center, you'll want to log into your Crump web platform and select the Transaction Center button on the top left-hand side of the screen. This will sign you in directly to the Transaction Center home screen. I am in a demo profile, so I do have all of the features of the Transaction Center turned on. Depending upon your organization's relationship with us here at Crump, you may or may not see everything that I have today. On the home screen of the Transaction Center, we offer a quick quote feature that allows you to generate quick insurance quotes in as easy as 6 steps. We also have rotating marketing material, a tools section on the right-hand side of the screen, a listing of all of your cases, and Transaction Center support in the bottom right. To get started with the Transaction Center to run a quote, we can simply use our quick quote feature here on the left-hand side of the screen by entering in our client's date of birth, their gender, state of sale, product type. We offer everything from 10 to 40-year term. We also offer GUL and final expense quoting on the Transaction Center. For today, I'll select 20-year term. And our coverage amount, we can simply enter in a dollar amount. Our rate class, we offer everything from best available down to substandard rates. If you do select substandard rates, we will ask for a table rating as a follow-up question. And we also allow for the use of nicotine usage of cigarette and non-cigarette. This will allow us to quote those carriers that treat chewing tobacco or Nicorette patches a little bit differently in their underwriting process. And just like that, with 7 pieces of information, I can generate a quote by clicking on the Get Quote button. However, we do have a much more robust quoting platform that you can use by clicking on Quote and Drop a Ticket or Transact Run Quotes. We'll first ask you to verify that the information we have on file is correct. If it is, simply click Yes, and then you'll be brought to our quote request form. In our quote request form, you'll see on the left-hand side of the screen our basic information section. It's very similar to our quick quote feature. In the middle, we have an advanced options, and on the right-hand side, all of the carriers that are available to you. These available carriers will update as we enter in information to the system. But to generate a quote, we just simply want to come in and enter in our client's information. Enter in their date of birth, their gender, state of sale, product type. For now, I'll select 20-year. Coverage amount, once again, I could enter in my coverage amount like I did on the quick quote feature. Or if I need a little help determining the appropriate coverage amount, I can use our needs analysis calculator indicated by the calculate need icon to the right-hand side of the box. To access that, we just simply click on our icon and we'll be taken to our needs analysis calculator. Our needs analysis calculator is a really great tool to estimate the amount of life insurance coverage need for our client. We'll go through 3 easy steps outlining our client's expenses, income, savings, and then we can adjust settings and come to a results page. To start, we just click on Calculate Now, and we will go through the wizard. One thing you will notice on the needs analysis calculator and throughout the Transaction Center is the use of these gray question marks. Gray question marks are designed to tell you a little bit more information about the data we're looking to collect, why we've pre-populated data, or just generally what we're displaying on screen. We understand that life insurance may not be something you write every single day of the week, so we want to give you as much information as possible, and that's what those gray question marks are designed to do. So to complete a needs analysis calculator, we just need to go through and enter in all of the information for our client situation. We have the availability to add children for child funding or college funding. We just simply enter in the child's age, whether or not they'd be attending a public or private university. And once we complete that, we can move to our income section. Once again, we just simply want to enter in all of the information for our client's scenario. Just click on savings. We'll enter in all of our client's savings information. So if our client has $300,000 of existing life insurance coverage, say $100,000 of savings and investments, let's say $250,000 of retirement savings, and our spouse brings home $3,000 a month. That will continue for 5 years. And you will see on the right-hand side of the screen, my quick summary box is continually updating as I enter in information to the system. Just like that, I'll come to my Settings tab, and this will allow me to refine the results for my client scenario. So if where my client lives, the 4-year public college expense is more than $112,000, I can just simply come in here and update that dollar amount to what is appropriate. From there, I click on the Results tab, and we will show you the estimated need of life insurance coverage. We can click Compare Rates, and that'll bring us right back into our quote request form. You'll see we've pre-populated that coverage amount based off the results of our needs analysis calculator. If, however, you want to change this, you can simply do that by updating it directly into the field of the coverage amount field. Next, we'll select our payment mode. Our rate class, once again, we have everything from best available to substandard. We also have a rate class estimator if you need a little help determining what the appropriate rate class for your client's quoting scenario is. This rate class, it will be non-binding, so the case will have to go through underwriting. However, this will give you a better understanding of what your client situation will present in terms of quote results. For now, we'll select preferred, and nicotine use we'll select none. The quote request form now allows us to quote riders as well. So if we would like to add a rider, we simply click on the rider's box and follow the information on screen. So if I need $10,000 of child term rider, I would just simply put 10 into the box here for child term, and then all quote results will be returned with the child term rider. If you select that, just simply click on the box once again. We do have those question marks here as well to give you a little bit more information about the various riders that we can offer on our quote request form or product filters designed to help limit our product set on our quote results page. We can limit our carriers for only those that offer a drop ticket, which is where you as a licensed insurance professional will only enter in basic information about your client, and then from there, that information gets transferred to the carrier and they'll reach out to the client to take a digital or telephonic interview to complete that application. We also have e-app available, which is very similar to PDF applications. However, the e-app is done online, where you as the licensed insurance professional will complete the full application, but since it's done online with business rules behind the scenes, we're guaranteed to have that application in good order at time of submission. And just like that, our quote results page has been completed. You'll notice that the selected carriers are updating on the right-hand side of the screen. And to generate quotes, I simply click on the Get Quotes button at the bottom of the screen. The system will then take all of the information that I provided, and it will generate a quote results page for me to view all of the carriers and products that are available based off the information I told the system. This is our quote results page. At the top of the page, you can see all of the information that you've provided to the system, and we can also print or email quote results. The print or email quote results, we just want to simply select those carriers that we want to include, and then click on the print or email icon. We'll generate a nice PDF and send it in an email, or give you the opportunity to save it for your files. You can also save a quote request for a later date by simply clicking on the Save button on the top right-hand side of the screen. We'll get a confirmation that our quote has been saved, and to access saved quotes, when you access the Transaction Center, you'll want to come to Status, My Quotes. We will ask you to regenerate that quote just to make sure that we have the most up-to-date rates in the system populated for you. And with that, on our quote results page, we show you the insurance company, we show you product details, verification and time icons, premium, and an action section. Our product information is designed to give you additional details at your fingertips. If you would like to find out additional details regarding a specific insurance company or a specific product, just simply click on the product hyperlink and you'll be brought to our quoted product overview. This gives you a lot of great valuable information, such as coverage options, minimum and maximum issue ages, as well as carrier ratings at the bottom of the screen. We have additional details, pricing information, including approved states of sale, as well as consumer brochures directly on the Transaction Center for your needs. These brochures can be printed or emailed, depending on what you would like to do with them. We can click our Cancel button and we'll come back to our quote results page. If you'd like additional information regarding underwriting, you can access our carrier underwriting guidelines by clicking on the underwriting hyperlink under the product section. Our verification and time icons are designed to show you at a glance what's available with each product. So we see here that our banner product includes a health and lifestyle interview that typically takes days to weeks, whereas AIG, it includes paramedical exams with vitals and fluids, and that will typically take weeks to months. We also have a third icon of no exam that you will see for those carriers that do not require an exam, and it has an accelerated process that takes minutes to days. To the right of those icons, you'll see the premium amount, and to the right of the premium amount, you'll see the action section that allows you to transact business. So once you've selected the appropriate carrier and product for your client, simply click on the Select button, and we'll show you what application fulfillment methods are available to you. For this product here, we simply have a drop ticket. For those carriers that offer a drop ticket and an e-app, you'll see both of those options displayed on screen. To access the drop ticket, simply select Drop Ticket. enter in your client's information, verify that everything on screen is correct, and click Enter Order. We'll next be taken to our application selector. This information will be pre-populated from our quote results, so we can simply click on the next button to continue. We do offer two variations of a drop ticket. Both are very simple and very easy to complete. The idea here is that we're going to collect basic information about your client, and then the carrier is going to take that information and contact the client to take a phone interview or an e-interview to complete that application. Once that interview has been completed, that application will be in good order at time of submission, which will help us save on processing time later in the process. So from here, to complete a drop ticket, we just simply need to go through and answer all of the questions on screen. Required questions are indicated by these red asterisks. So we just need to make sure that we answer all of those red asterisk fields, and then we will continue through our drop ticket. This is our drop ticket, so instead of a 36-page application, we are really looking at just a few fields here that we need to enter in for our client. Once we've entered in those information, we will be asked to attest to the legal framework that our carrier partners are offering, and then from there, that information will be transmitted to the carrier and that application will be taken. And just like that, my work here as an insurance professional is done for this application for this drop ticket. So that's how we can access a drop ticket from a quote. We can also start a drop ticket or an e-app without starting a quote by clicking on Start New App. The Start New App button will select either drop ticket or e-app for life, LTC, or DI, or an annuity e-app. Once we select that drop ticket or e-app for life, LTC, or DI, we'll be taken to our application selector. From here, we can select term life, permanent, survivorship, variable, disability, long-term care, and long-term care hybrid. Transaction Center is designed to be your one-stop shop for all products that have an electronic fulfillment method. For this instance, I'll select term, and next I'll select my state of sale, and then I will select my carrier. I'll select American General, and we can select our plan, and we'll see that American General offers a drop ticket and an e-app for the selected term 20. From here, if I hover over the drop ticket or e-app button at the bottom of the screen, it'll give me a little bit more information about the various options that are available. But if I want to submit a e-app, I simply click on the e-app button and click on Next. This will bring me right to the first page of our e-application. On the e-application, you'll see an application tree on the left-hand side of the screen, which will indicate where we are in the process. And in the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see the actual application itself. On this e-app, the idea is that the yellow fields are required. So we need to go through and answer all of the yellow fields to ensure that this application will be in good order when I go to submit it. On the left-hand side of the screen, I can jump around the application tree as necessary, but you will see as I enter in various parts of the application, I will be presented with a red icon. The goal of the application is to answer all of the applicable fields to turn those red icons into green check marks. Once our application tree is full of green check marks, that indicates to me that my application is in good order, and I can go through the e-signature process for submission. Once again, to get those sections in good order, we just need to simply go through and answer the yellow fields. The great thing about our e-applications and also our job ticket is that where necessary, if additional information is required, the system will automatically ask those questions. So no need do we have to read through all the PDF applications to determine which questions we actually need to answer or which questions we can skip. Depending on how I answer a question here, you'll see that I have follow-up questions as necessary. So if I select no as a U.S. citizen, do I have a social security number? If I select yes, you'll see I'll be presented with an option to enter in that social security number. So once again, just business rules behind the scenes to verify that this application will be in good order when I submit it. I can save an e-app for later use by clicking on the save icon at the top of the screen, and then this e-app will be saved directly to my profile. I can access saved e-apps from the Transaction Center by coming to Status, My e-apps. So that is our drop ticket and our e-app solution. The difference between the two is really who completes that full application. A drop ticket, you as the insurance professional, fill in very basic information about your client. The carrier will reach out to the client to take that full application. Whereas the e-app, you are going to complete that full application, but there are business rules behind the scenes to verify that that information has been added correctly and that we can get that application in good order at time of submission. The next feature I want to point out to you on the Transaction Center is our Upload Documents tool. Our Upload Documents tool is a really great feature that allows you to conduct business 24/7 with us here at Crump. If you do have an application, a PDF application that you have wet signed and you'd like to send it to us, you can select New Case under our Upload Documents tool, enter in your client's name, a package description, any special instructions, and then add PDF or TIFF files up to 30 megabytes, and we'll get those processed for you directly through our Upload Documents tool. We also allow you to upload information for an existing case. So if there are outstanding requirements that you needed a signature for, or maybe there's a questionnaire required for the underwriting process, you can upload those directly to us at Crump by selecting existing case and then selecting the case file that you would like to upload that case for. In my demo profile, I do not have any cases, but you would see a listing of cases that you would select the case number and then upload that document directly to your case file. Thirdly, we added our licensing and contracting upload. What this allows you to do is upload various information regarding the contracting process, whether that be a voided check, a W-9, AML documentation. We do have a few package descriptions here that allow you to select from. Then from there, you just simply upload the PDF or TIFF files, and we'll add that directly to your profile here at Crump. Coming back to the Transaction Center home screen, a few more tools that I'd like to point out is our contracting, our electronic contracting system. We select our Get Contracted button in our Tools menu, we'll come to our e-contracting system. The idea of our e-contracting system is that we are going to ask you for your profile information, and then once we collect data regarding your profile, we'll be able to easily add additional contracts at a later date by saving that information. So the first time you go through our e-contracting system, you can select your carriers and you will fill out your profile information, which takes about 30 or so minutes to complete. But once you've done that, we save all that data. So the next time you want to come in and add a new contract, it's really easy. You just simply select which carriers you'd like to add, and we can pre-populate as much of that information as possible based off that information we collected on your profile. So that is our e-contracting system. It's a really great tool that can be found by selecting Get Contracted in the Tools menu or Transact Get Contracted. Another feature that we have on the Transaction Center is our Track My Cases section. I do not have any active cases under my profile, but if I did, I can simply select Track My Cases, and that'll bring me to a statusing of all of my cases in process at Crump. Within that status tool, I can find information regarding my client, the policy that we've submitted for my client. I will see notes from my case manager, as well as any outstanding requirements needed for that file. You will also see your top 5 cases listed on screen under the My Cases section on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, which you can access by either clicking on the client's name or coming into the Track My Cases section of the site. The last tool that we do have on our Tools menu is our Request Sales Assist. Our Sales Assist is a really great platform where if you have a client or a situation that you may not be as comfortable with, so let's say that our client has a need for long-term care. Let's say that I'm not as familiar with long-term care, but I do know that my client needs this coverage. Well, you can simply enter in a Request Sales Assist with us at Crump. What we will do is we have a licensed sales team that will conduct a needs analysis. We will take the application, we'll get any outstanding requirements, we'll take it all the way from needs analysis through in-force coverage for your client. And all you need to do is simply enter in very basic information about your client, just simply the product that they're looking for, as well as their contact information, and we'll take it from there. You still own the client relationship. We're just acting on behalf of you as an insurance specialist in either a product line or a case type that you don't feel as comfortable, or maybe you're just swamped at the moment, you don't have time to get to, but you want to make sure that all of your clients get the coverage that they need. Crump can assist in that with our Sales Assist platform. We also have a consumer quoting site on the Transaction Center. You can access that by coming to the Market section of the primary navigation and clicking on Consumer Quoting Site. From here, you can access our consumer quoting site that is designed to give you a hyperlink that you post on your web platform that allows your consumers to quote term life insurance quote directly on your website. To activate, you just simply click on the Activate button, and we can go through an easy step-by-step process. From here, we just verify our information is correct, and then we'll go through our wizard on the left-hand side of the screen to set up our consumer quoting site. You can add your specific URL, you can add an upload file, you can update all of your contact information, select from 4 different color themes, and you can also select which carriers you'd like to include. Any custom messaging, A place for notifications once your clients have accessed your your consumer quoting site. You can upload any social media links, and then lastly, finalize your site. From there, our team will review the site, make sure that everything looks good, all the logos are formatted properly, there's no misspellings, and we'll present you with a hyperlink that you can add to your site for your consumers to run quotes. As your consumers do run quotes, you will see a section on the home screen of the Transaction Center called My Leads, and that will show you the most recent quotes generated through your consumer quoting site. Lastly, I do want to point out our Plan Learn section. This is a really great resource to find additional details regarding the different product services that we offer on the Transaction Center. Here we will have PDFs for our drop ticket, e-app, upload documents, and e-contracting system. As a best practice, we recommend not downloading these to your computer as information can change regularly. However, if you do want to come in and find more information regarding our drop ticket, just simply click on Carrier Snapshots. We'll show you all of the carriers and the plans that offer a drop ticket service, as well as additional details that will be helpful for you in submitting your drop ticket. That can be found under our Plan Learn section and the various PDFs that are available. With that, if you do have any questions regarding your Transaction Center process, we do have Transaction Center support on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. So if at any point you have a question or have an error that pops up, you can access our Transaction Center support via the contact information in the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Our Transaction Center is designed to be the fastest and easiest place to produce a piece of insurance. We do that through a unique set of tools that really can help support you from lead generation all the way through policy placement. And over the past few months, we've seen tremendous increases with our digital tools and assets. Our electronic applications are processing in about 14 days faster than our paper counterparts, which tends to lead to a higher placement ratio of those cases. So not only are we getting our cases across the finish line faster, increasing that customer experience, we're also getting more cases, getting those clients the coverage that they need. So I highly recommend checking out our Crump Transaction Center. And if you do have any questions, please contact your Crump sales representative, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.